Okay, we're back at our little cave base. I'm just going to quickly drop in here. Just my medical satchel, so I've got something to come back to. I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to keep all these on me. I'll leave one torch. I don't need both lanterns. I'll keep both of my knives on me. I'll just leave behind my taxidermy knife. Okay, I should be good to go now. I'll keep my hammer on me for repairs for my beams, because I know my beams are still there, but I'm going to just try something a little bit different this time. I'm going to try using walls. Or frames, I should say. We're going to use bases, stone bases. See if we can get a better angle on these bears. See how high I can get on this elevation, so I'll page up. Stick the other one beside it, possibly. Now I'm going to need a ramp to get up here. I don't have any floor pieces, but that's okay because I can stick them in the ground. So I'll just page down a little bit on this. I'll hit home key to take it off the grid. Stick that in there. Eat my meats. Let's see, I need melee attack, maximum health, 100% maximum health, melee damage. That's looking pretty good. I left my strength potion behind, so I really should get that. And I also forgot to get my set my spawn point in my sleeping bag, so I'll do that also. Got my bow. Let's start running. If I can kill these two bears, that'll give us a lot of points, and we'll finish off that level as well. So that'll be another bonus. Seems to be a lot of game around here. Alright, I'm back to here. I'm going to just reserve my energy. Still got 20 minutes left on that. So I go for experience, stamina, melee attack speed. We've already got that one. Let's take our experience. Okay, let's try this. Run up here. Okay, I ran up the side of a cliff because they are limited to the area they're in, and they should be hanging around that roaming bear area. So it's a bit of a better idea, but it still didn't work 100%. As you can say, they can still destroy those concrete bases. So we'll have to go back, and I think we're going to have to look at better arrows. We're going to have to look at maybe steel arrows and possibly some better armor. How's my armor looking? I didn't get into any fights this time, but still, as we saw, those bears are tough. It might even be a job for a gun, if not a better not a better set of arrows. And now they're almost fully healed again. That's going to be a tough one, that one. Alright, let's head back to base and get some more points on the way. Okay, we're back at base. Just quickly get some pumpkins for the horses. Yeah, I'm thinking what might have worked for those bears is if we had the base pieces a little bit lower, I could have done more damage with the knives, but because they were just out of reach, when they were right underneath me, I couldn't reach them with my knives, and I think that the headshots with the knives probably would have done more damage and I could have taken those bears out. So maybe we'll go back for our second attempt. Actually, that's our third attempt now if we go back. We'll go for our third attempt and we'll try and lower the base pieces so we're a little bit closer to the ground. And we'll just see if we can maybe take the bears out that way. Let's make sure these guys are empty. But we did get a few hits in. We're getting closer to level 21. And that's really what our focus is on at the moment. Alright, one thing you can do with your horses, if you've got some food that's about to go off, in my 7 spot, press 7, just go up to your animal, whichever one's the hungriest, and just left click and you can feed them by hand. So that's good if your food is almost ready to run out and they're just a little bit too far away from 75. If it's going to spoil anyway, click on the food. See, he's at 78, he's got a few more points to go. Just left click the food and you can feed them by hand and you can save some of your foods instead of spoiling it, especially if you're down to your last couple of pieces. Okay, just banging some rocks and we just hit level 21. So that means we can finally unlock our steel bloom. That's a definite must have. I'm going to run straight back now and start some of that cooking, because we can't do a lot without steel bloom anyway. So the way that works is we go and jump into our mortar and pestle. I'll quickly just make the rest of that epoxy. Now what we're going to need is steel bloom. You can make it out of iron ingots and charcoal, iron ore and charcoal, or iron ore and coal, or iron ingots and coal. Now we've got plenty of coal. That's what we've been saving this for, is for our steel. So I'm just going to get myself some iron and throw it in there and make some bloom. Before I do that, let's just quickly grab some points from maxing out my last bit of epoxy. We'll come into here, grab some ingots. It doesn't matter that we're using ingots instead of iron ores, because we've got the points from making our ingots, and now we're going to get more points from converting it to steel bloom. Max that, we'll get 38 steel out of this. And we can make that in our own little furnace, but you can make it the small furnace, you can also make it in the concrete furnace. We're going to put it in here because it's going to be much quicker. Top up oxygen while I'm waiting. Storm's coming in, but that's okay because we're only cooking at the moment. Just close my doors to stop my machines getting damaged. Already got 4 steel ingots. I made a ton of glass as well. We're going to use this later on. We'll need more than that, but I just threw in some silica, just smelted that down to glass. Take this over to our machining bench. I'm going to need some steel screws, so I'm going to craft 100 screws right now to start with. But what we're really looking at making next was our oxygen tank. So we need 20 steel ingots for that. It's quite a lot, but it'll be worth it running around the map with triple our oxygen capabilities. So that's definitely worth the investment. Meanwhile, our talents, we have one more talent point. We'll go back to our knife damage, deadly stab. Yes, we'll take another one of those. Those bears are going to get a hiding next time I see them, I tell you. No solo points. Last of our talent points. Back to our tech tree. Now our tech tree, what do we need to do in here? Scrolling down, we do need our gold wire to make our electronics. What I'm going to do first of all though is I'm going to unlock my steel axe. I don't think I can mine platinum anyway, so I can't make a platinum axe yet. So really I do need to backtrack just a little bit and unlock our steel axe. Can't see anything else I really need in here. So we'll go back down to here, look at our axes. We'll unlock the steel axe right here. Got 2 points available. Take my steel out of here. Go into there, craft a steel axe. I'm also going to need some epoxy and more ingots. So I'll grab a bit of epoxy. Grab a few more ingots. We've now got our steel axe, so we can now mine all the ores. We'll throw that in our top spot. We'll repair our other one. We've been mining lots of stone, so that's all taken care of. I'll throw my ingots back into my bench here, along with my epoxy. We're going to be using all these materials in here now. Okay, making a plan for our last 2 points. Looking at the tech tree, I decided I'm going to pop down to here. We won't. We've already got our lantern. We've already got our steel bloom. We've got our steel pick unlocked. But what I might do is I'll go down here and I'll unlock our steel knife. I think because my points are all allocated towards knife melee attacks anyway, I'm going to stick with the steel knife. We need epoxy, steel ingots and iron nails. So we'll pop over here and take some of our steel ingots, grab some epoxy. Oh, that's all hiding away in here somewhere. Just need some iron nails, plenty of iron in there. And we will craft the steel knife. determined to take these bears on and win. I'll put my spare knife over here. I only need 1 iron and 1 steel. That should be good. We'll also look at our steel pick. Craft that. Oh, I already made one. That's not a problem. Wasn't paying attention. I already made it. Drop that into there. We've got 2 picks now. Alright then, let's decide on our last point. I could go for a steel heater shield, get a bit more defense, but I think what I might look at is come right up to here to bows. Tier 3, we have up here, we have a recurve bow. So I'm going to unlock the recurve bow. It needs steel, aluminium, epoxy, screws and ropes, and that's crafted in the forge. So I think we've already, have we unlocked the forge? Tier 3, yes we did. All we were waiting for was our steel ingots, and of course epoxy and iron. So we don't have any more steel left in there, so we're going to make some more steel bloom. Eat some of my food. We need iron ores, coal ores, or we need some iron ingots. So we'll take all of these out of here. Oop. Throw them all into our mortar and pestle. We've still got plenty of coal in here, so I'm going to max out, make 25. Make a start on our steel bloom. And for our forge we need 150 stone, just 1 more steel. Pop over here and grab a bit of stone. And there's our forge. Right, the forge does go outside. I'll keep it near my work area, so I'm going to put it out here on our brand new deck. It's a bit of a large unit, but we should just be able to get past there, so I might put it on this side actually. Yeah, I do tend to jump across there, so I'll leave that area free. Move it right to the edge. We shouldn't have any issues with weight. Just pop that in there. So what you can do with your door, we'll take our door off, destroy this piece, put our door back in again, except this time we'll put it to the right. So you notice now we can have a left or a right sided door. Now it's off to the side, we should be able to drop our door back in. We might need to delete the beam. Something seems to be blocking us. Let's see if that's this wall. Okay, it might be one of these units here. Why is it not letting me put a door in? There it is. Just go to the other side of the wall for some reason. Some of these units are a bit tricky. Same thing with windows. If you're putting windows in, it'll go into a standard window frame wall. But if you do have a window that's touching the corner of a room, sometimes that's a bit tricky as well. You need to take the beams away. Okay, reverse that. Stick our beam back in. And we can now get past our anvil or our forge. I'll take a little bit of leather out of here. Take a little bit of copper, a little bit of wood as well. A little bit of leather. In fact, this is our new anvil now, if you like. So this is where we'd put all our construction materials for crafting, arrows, knives, and our bow, of course. Okay, so I'll take a few of these. Alright, our bow requires aluminium ingots, which we don't have any, but we can go mining for aluminium now. We need steel screws, steel ingots, and rope. I'm going to carry on making my steel bloom. We are going to need plenty of that, so if I can find some more iron ingots. And we'll need some more for our oxygen tank as well. We need 20 for that. Okay, just the aluminium to go. We'll go mining for that as soon as it's daylight. So we'll probably sleep through the night. We've got a couple of minutes to go, so in the meantime we'll just keep cooking this steel till it's all finished. And then we'll go head off to a cave. Alright, still 10 PM at night. We've cooked up all our steel. We can now make ourselves an oxygen tank. I've taken away one of our anvils, we don't need it anymore, and I'm now using this bench just basically for my ores, so I can take away all my spare boxes. I'll leave one there just in case there's a drop-off box. Got a few more ores in here as well. But I'm going to go to my oxygen tank. We're going to charge this guy up. Throwing a bit more oxide in there as well. We'll take our steel picks and we shall go mining. So we will sleep through the night. Fireplace on. oxygen bottle still loading. You can see how long it takes to load up, so it's going to last forever, so that's going to be great. I'll quickly get a drink of water. Horses are still pouring through the food. I've got quite a lot of horse vestiges. I don't need any more. I only needed a couple for some trophies. You can only use them for head trophies. You can't make rugs out of them, so I'm just going to toss that one on the floor. I don't need it. Deer rugs, we can make deer rugs, and we can make a head trophy, so we'll keep those. Same with the wolves. We can make lots of wolf rugs as well as a head trophy. So we'll make one of each just to show what they look like. Head back inside. Drop off my rotten vegetables. Drop off some oxite. Grab my oxygen bottle. In here now I've got a fully loaded forge with all my materials in there, good to go, ready to build. So I've got my go box in here now. I've got spare bow, spare knife, getting some pretty good gear in there. We'll probably destroy the old stuff as we make better stuff to replace it. In the meantime, we need our aluminium, so we just have to pop across to the other cave, which is just up here, and we should be there in a jiffy. And we're back at our cave. Lantern's already on. Not much in here, but I am going to leave behind a couple of these and a couple of these for our next little mission with our bear. In case we get injured, we've already got suture kits and bandages in case we get into a scrap with the bear later on. I won't set this as spawn point. Shouldn't be here for long. I'll kill the worms, get some points. See up here that our exotics have respawned. See if we can reach those later on. But right now we're looking for aluminium. Craft that bow. Take our steel axe. I'll leave my titanium because I'd rather have a better axe. That will be in short supply later on when we upgrade all our tools to titanium. So I'll get a plug-in so I can get back 20% more than what I mine. It's basically all we need here, I think. Take all that out of there, we don't need it in there. Have a bit of wood in there, that's great. Now we can head back. Right, Back at base, got a bit of wind coming in by the looks of it. That's okay because we've just got some smelting to do. Torch on. We'll throw all our iron in there, all our platinum, and all our aluminium. Priority is aluminium at the moment. We've got some more exotics. I'll just store that in my fireplace, or always know where it is. Once we build the orbital exchange system, we'll be able to send it up into space and put it in our bank account. Drop all those in there. Okay, we're pretty much now just waiting for the aluminium to cook. We've already got 5, so it's not too bad. Pop out here. And we need 18.